Well, come back on stitchingall.com. We have almost prepared this coat jacket for ladies or women, and in this video we'll simply attach the sleeves. These are the sleeves with the lining, and I'll show you two methods of attaching these sleeves, inserting the lining and preparing the collar and a zipper too. So first of all, we attach the lining. We cut these sleeves in two pieces for the lining, two pieces for the sleeves, and we have to make straight stitches on both sides separately. So you can just see which part. One is front part of the sleeve and one is the back part. So pay attention how that sleeve looks like. If you watch the earlier videos, you know how it is cut and how it will be stitched. Okay, so we make, see, stitching is a simple thing, straight lines, that's it. Just we need to know where we have to put which piece, that's it. Everything else will take care of itself, so we don't have to be bothered about that. Simply keep the pieces on each other. One is front side, that is steeper, and one is round from the out. So here also, while making stitches on both sides of the upper fabric of coat sleeve, there we have to pay attention. So that is the only place where you have to pay attention, that is which part of sleeve would go up and which part of sleeve would go down. The wrong sides of the fabric should be out. See how the holes of the armhole or the sleeve looks. These two pieces are identical here. Same way we'll be preparing other two sleeves. So now we can attach them by two methods. One is insert the lining thing into this piped sleeve kind of thing, and another method is, one is this method, and just keep watching for another few minutes. I don't tell you that you go through the entire video. Wherever you lose interest, you can go carry on with whatever you are doing, but just pay attention to these few minutes so that you know exactly how will it be done. This is the bottom of the sleeve. Okay, so in this method you don't insert the lining inside the upper sleeve fabric. We simply pin the sleeve lining around the bottom of the sleeve, the upper fabric, and pin it so that we remember which fabric is to go where. And I think you may have to watch this part a few times, a couple of times, because even I had to pay attention to it while stitching so that the right piece is stitched with the right thing. Now I push it inside, okay, and it will look something like this. See, and now we stitch all around this bottom of the sleeve. This is the simple thing that you can see. We have to simply stitch around the bottom of the sleeve. The only tricky part is inserting the sleeve with the upper layer of the sleeve fabric. See, now while we stitched around the bottom of the sleeve, we pull the lining out and cut all the extra fabrics, or all the extra threads, and if there is any extra fabric, that also you can cut or interlock or overlock or serge. And then we make our upper fabric of sleeve wear this lining. See, nicely do it. Spread the fabric nicely, and then once it is done like a pipe thing, then we straight all the stitches and make a running stitch around the upper side of the sleeve. This is the bottom side. Now we attach sleeve with coat or our jacket. This was the jacket thing that you can wear even as a half jacket if you finish the shoulders or armholes. But here we join these sleeves because we put so much efforts into cutting and preparing these sleeves, so we must attach these sleeves. But the tricky part is this sleeve is not stitched the way we stitch sleeves on other dresses. Coat sleeves are stitched somewhat different way. So we simply spread the armhole, and here on the this topmost part of the sleeve we place shoulder stitch, and we place this sleeve such a way so that the stitches on each side are on sides rather than on front, rather than on bottom or on top. If you would have noticed any sleeves on coats or jackets, you'd see this upper part, the middle of the upper part, this deeper part is inside, and upper part, middle of that, is on top with the shoulder. So this is our jacket. We pull this sleeve inside, we marked it, so it is easier for us to join this marking with the shoulder joint. See, here also we got two methods of joining sleeve. One is this thing, how I am showing you. In fact, not two, there are like 3-4 methods, but okay, I say two methods because this is one I'm showing you. Another ready-made looking professional method is attaching lining with the lining and upper layer, upper fabric with the upper fabric of the sleeve. Okay, but I'm not showing you that. Reason being, we need to alter our jacket in future. We are not making this jacket just for one season. It can be worn multiple times, can be washed, can be altered to, we can increase the size or we can make it tight fit. That's why we just simply insert the sleeve and stitch around it. This lower fabric, we can cut it, but what we do it here, we stitch around this armhole, and this extra part, we fold or we fold towards inside, and later on while doing overcast or overstitch, what you call interlock, overlock, we can cut it, because in serger I put up a very beautiful post on stitchingworld.com website. You can read that. You'll get to know a lot many things about a serger, what is a serger, what is interlock, what is overlock, and all those things. So there is a cutter in that. While we do overlock, extra fabric is trimmed, and you can also understand what is the difference between all these things and which is the best machine for doing your interlock or serging. Well, we have almost reached the end of this armhole. No troubles. Simple stitch. We have put the pins. We can do a running stitch, and then we can put a final firm, nice, neat stitch, and then it is done. Same way, we'll put up another sleeve. I advise that you please watch this small part of inserting lining into the sleeve again, so that it is clear and you don't make mistake, right? So you see how beautiful it comes out to be. It is exactly the same. You can make a little fitting lines if you want, if if you think that it is loose or tight. But sleeve, you cannot make much fitting on the sleeve, but it is perfectly done. See, I add one twist to this jacket to make it kind of a sweatshirt. What you can do, you can use this kind of zipper. So this zipper can be opened from the bottom. So simply from starting from bottom till up, we can make straight stitch, and this way we can make it kind of a zipper sweatshirt or zipper jacket. Another twist to the tail is adding a collar. Personally speaking, I like jackets or dresses with collar. So someone suggested that why don't put up a collar, and I like the idea. So I cut collar neck length is same as the length of the jacket, and width of the collar is 4.5 inch, and other method of inserting the collar would be almost same. And you can watch my earlier white coat making video. There I had shown you how to make coat collar. So you can make and cut. This is a simple collar. If you want to watch again, you want to know again, you can ask me. Perhaps I can show you later in some other video, or I have already shown it many times in earlier videos. One is my earliest, most like historical video. There it was a Peter Pan collar, that kind of thing. There also you can make this collar even in that way. So simply I started from the inside stitch and then put a final stitch on top of it, and then this is done. So see, I've shown you four methods how you can make this jacket, how you can wear it. One is make it as a half jacket, not four. If you count, there could be many more. See, you can wear it as a half jacket. Just uh, you can add some kind of trimming or bias strip around the armhole of the half jacket, and then it is made as a half jacket and you can wear that. Then second way is insert the sleeves and then wear them. Third is just insert the zipper and then wear it. Fourth, add the collar and change the look. A few more ways how you can make it while cutting the pattern, paper pattern, while we were cutting it, or while cutting the fabric, you can increase the length of the jacket as much as you want. So if you still have any doubts, any more designs, you can share with me on Stitching Mall Facebook page, and you can learn more about stitching and about other people's insight on Stitching Mall website also. And you can watch this video on the Stitching Mall Hindi Urdu channel. You can share with your friends and stay subscribed. I'd like to and I'd like to know how did you like it, and if my efforts were really any worthy of your appreciation, if you're liking, if you did really watch them. So let me know how did you like it, and stay subscribed, keep sharing with your friends, and have a wonderful great time. You can make this jacket even for summers, as we said earlier, because this is made of cotton fabric. So make it for lighter versions for your travels, outings, and enjoy yourself.